Well, welcome back to the last vlog. So in my last video, if you saw it, it's still actually the same day. It's just tomorrow morning I'm not going to really have much time to do anything. Basically going to have to just get up, have my breakfast, pack my bags and then make my way to the airport. Yeah, I walked 12 miles in the last vlog, walking into town centre. I don't know how well you can hear me with all this traffic, but yeah, I'm just gonna nip out back to the local shop just to get some, mostly water, but we'll get a few snacks, and then I'm just going to chill out the rest of the evening, and then I'll see you tomorrow where we'll continue and see if anything interesting happens. Trying to get back to airport. I've missed my flight. I had it in my head that I was flying at 2:30. Try not to get too excited, but I might buy some cat food and see if we can feed some local cats. Well, that plan failed. They don't sell cat food. Yeah, that was kind of a bust. But I suppose who sells cat food at a petrol station? So yeah, I didn't get any, but it's pretty much dark now. And I got some food, some crisps, a regular Coke, Goot Original, apparently, and I've got some noodles. I'm gonna eat this, get to bed, and then we'll continue in the morning. Bittersweet being the last day, well, my last full day. I think in my earlier vlogs I did say that I'd probably never come back here again, but I definitely would come back. I think that first day it was just a bit overwhelming with everyone basically coming at you from all directions, getting like homeless people asking for money, and then because I've got my suitcase, every like 10 minutes when I'm near a busy road, there's taxi drivers shouting at me asking if I need a lift to airport or taking to an hotel. And then there's like food vendors trying to sell you stuff, and it's just a bit too much. But yeah, now I've spent a couple of days here, I do like it here. So yeah, I'd definitely come back. Yeah, I did my first day I said it's like I think I said it's like Iraq. Feels like Iraq. Not that I've ever been to Iraq, but yeah, I think that's a bit of a exaggeration. Fairly chill. Just everyone just trying to live their life. Just get the odd people asking for money and things, but you just have to, you know, politely ignore them. That were actually a good tip today. I wore my headphones, so even if I were getting hassled, I couldn't hear it anyway. But for some reason, a lot of locals assume that I'm French for some reason. So they always speak to me in French. I don't know if this is a popular destination for French tourists, but yeah. I'm gonna get my food and I'll catch you in the morning.
Morning. Last night I barely slept. Just couldn't get to sleep, and the noise of the road just never stops. But I did try closing window, but then it was just too hot. Like I said in a previous video, the aircon doesn't look like it's worked in years. It's like all paint on the little box where you can turn it on and off and things, speed and temperature. It's not digital, it's like an old little crappy box. if that makes any sense. But there's like paint and stuff on it, and it's obviously not worked in years. But yeah, gonna go downstairs, get some breakfast. I desperately need a coffee. Then I'm gonna ask about this free shuttle bus to the airport, apparently, which, I mean, they might just like phone a taxi and they pay for it, I don't know, but all week I've not seen like a bus or anything pull up into hotel, so I don't have high hopes that there's a free shuttle bus, even though it does say it on the website. But yeah, it's a nice morning for my last day. The road is just noisy as ever. But I'm gonna get some breakfast, and yeah, start to make his way back to the UK. Is there a shuttle bus to the airport? Is there a bus to the airport?
Of course.
Yeah. Well, breakfast were nice enough, but there's no bus, so I've got to pay for a taxi, which, you know, I love, but only 200 dirham. Well, so the guy says. When the taxi arrives, it might be a different story. We'll see. Yeah, so the taxi that I got on the first day from the city centre to my hotel cost 200 dirham. And from my hotel today to the airport, it's like twice as far as from the city centre, but the guy says it's 200 dirham, so I'm a bit sceptical. Just have to see what he says. I'll just have to ask before I get in. I'll say it's 200 dirham. Can guarantee that he's going to say it's more. He'll probably say 250 or 300. Luckily, I've still got enough because I didn't pay for any transport yesterday. I walked 12 miles. Yeah, my feet are doing good compared to previous trips. But now I just need to pack up, and then we need to just wait for this taxi driver. I did say to the guy at the reception, just make it 10 o'clock, and that would have given me time to pack up and then just get to the airport nice and early, because it does say you have to check in, you have to get to the airport quite early, because there's a lot of dicking around. Basically, you got to go to the bag drop off, even if you don't have bags to drop off, just so they can print out your boarding pass and stamp it, apparently, and then you go to security. But if you've not done that first step, they'll send you away. But if you're travelling to any European country, if you don't have any bags to drop off, you can skip that part. You just go straight to security. So, like I was saying in my earlier vlogs, they're a bit behind, because we can, in most European countries, you can just use your phone now as your boarding pass. But yeah, so let's get packed up, and if I've got time I might have one last little stroll outside. So I've packed up, I've had a shower,
I were gonna go for a little walk to see my man on the corner shop, to get a can of Coke or whatever, but I asked about this taxi before I had breakfast, and as I was leaving breakfast, the guy that I spoke to, I saw him walking to his car, so I don't know if he's just finished his shift, night shift or whatever, and gone home. So I'm a bit worried that has he actually managed to speak to a taxi driver, because if not, if I'm waiting until like 11:30 and no guy shows up, I'm gonna be pretty much fucked. So I don't know whether to go back down and speak to someone else, see if it's... I mean, I did see him write something down in his little notebook on reception, so I presume everything's okay. Just worry about these things, because I don't want to be spending another 24 hours in Marrakesh airport. I need to get home. But yeah, I'm packed up, so I think I have one little quick walk and then get back, and hopefully the taxi should be showing up and take us to the airport. See if I can see any more cats before we go. Just spotted a homeless guy outside. Wanna give him me change. I don't need it anymore. And the guy, he only had one shoe on. Hello, you okay? Just change. Yeah. A little good deed done for the day. Poor guy, he only had one shoe. I saw him rummaging in bins outside the hotel, so at least that's done with now. Yeah, I did say I wanted to give some money to homeless, but there's that many, it's hard to choose who deserves it more, if that sounds fair. I think some, they're begging and they've got plenty of money, but others, they genuinely need it, like that guy. Just spotted another cat. Hello. I was going to get a drink, but I've realised I'm at the wrong side of the road, so not going all the way back to just get a can of cola, and I can get one from airport, so just going to slowly make my way back to the hotel. And hopefully this taxi driver shows up. Don't think you can make it out on the GoPro, but these stalks, nests on the top of these buildings are huge. Look at the size of that thing. Like I say, you're not going to see it on GoPro. Hello, this cat's back again. You okay, mate? Yeah, I did say I just had a shower. It's only like 10 o'clock and I'm sweating already. I didn't really want to sweat again because I've got to sit on plane next to someone for the next 4 hours. But I've got clean clothes on, so definitely smell better than I would when I do these trips now. I just camp out in the middle of nowhere. You don't want to fall down there, do you? Imagine walking in dark. You'd break your ankle. Decided I needed a cola. Man, I swear it's even hotter today. It's quite cloudy, but the temperature seems almost double. I've only gone for a little walk. I'm wet through. Do we have a shower? But yeah, I were gonna get a cola from this little local shop, but I realised it's actually on opposite side of road, and I'd already walked like 15 minutes in wrong direction, so I decided to just go back to the petrol station where I think I've done most of my shopping while I've been here. I think this trip's made me realise I need to make some life changes, get back to being fit and healthy, lose some weight, and go off and do some more crazy adventures like this. Gonna go see if this taxi's here, see how much he's gonna rip me off this time. Well, the taxi's on its way, so it did his job at the hotel reception. Just hope I don't get overcharged again. Oh, God, I have completely fucked up here. I've missed my flight. I had it in my head that I was flying at 2:30, so we got here for like 12 o'clock. The taxi did show up, by the way, and I did want more, an extra 50, even though they said at the hotel it should be just 200. But I paid him it. But yeah, my flight left at 10:30. And it's 12:20 now. But I've managed to book a flight on is it TUI? EasyJet didn't have any more flights today. I went to book one and I went to book a flight with EasyJet, that's who I fly with, and the next flight's Monday morning and it's Friday today. So yeah, luckily I got I actually found a flight for today. So I've got like 9 hours to kill in this airport. It's like being back to my first day when I got here, and I actually slept in airport. Yeah, that's where my flight is right now, if you can see on GoPro. It left at 10:23. I think I was giving that homeless guy some money at that time. Can't believe how stupid I am sometimes. Oh well, that's what adventure is about, innit? And the airport today is absolutely rammed with people. It's like being back in city centre again. But I was going to speak about this earlier, but I got sidetracked with the homeless guy and some cats. But yeah, life's short, isn't it? You never know what's round the corner, so if you are someone that wants to do this sort of thing, go travelling. You always think that there's going to be a perfect time, but there never is. So you just have to get out there and do it. There's no time like the present. Yeah, I always find things that get in the way, but I just need to stop making excuses and yeah, just do it. Well, I have done. Started making the steps. I did a few trips last year. Went to Venice, Spain and France. But yeah, from this point on things can only get better. I just need to stop missing my flights. Well, I don't think I'm going to bore you with the rest. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day on this video, and we'll continue the journey. We'll continue the journey next time. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Stand in from the out to allow your fellow passengers to board. Please now select flight mode.
I'm finally back. Can't hear out of this side of me here. I'm tired. I'm a mess. And I just want to go home now.